Welcome back, ladies and gents. It's Chris Puckett and Goldenboy bringing you guys Unite Gaming versus VVV. Unite, they started off pretty strong. They won their first hardpoint 250 to 155. The second hardpoint, though, on Yemen was won by VVV. This time around, it's the third one. Yep. It's on Raid. Everyone's favorite map. This is the one everyone votes for when you're playing League play or when you're playing pubs. Got a prediction going in this one? It's Unite's host again.
Yeah, it is Unite's host, so that is going to, I guess, help out Saints and stuff, which he can become a factor into the game. But you know what, man? I think VVV is feeling pretty hot. I'm looking for them to close this one out.
They're going to finish it.
I think they're going to close it out.
Or 5-2? Excuse me.
5-2.
Bad at math. Good at math.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I've been yelled at for my math.
We're
by
better
my
at talking than we are
followers.
counting, and it
Yes.
looks like the countdown is ready to begin. Players, when you're ready, go ahead and kick that one off. Slacked, Saints, Unite, Fizzerp, and Nameless.
Who are you going for?
I'm going for Unite, man. I love the final game. Bring
Okay.
me that final
All
game number 9. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope it goes all the way to standoff CTF. If they are able to raid, or if they are able to win raid hardpoint, up next will be Express Search and Destroy. And it looks like Gunjar, the last one to join up here. Can he get in? Doesn't really matter. It's hardpoint. He'll be there soon enough.
Yeah.
At the start here, we're going to be jumping on board with Fizzerp from Unite Gaming. In that last game, though, who did you think was the most impressive player from Unite?
From Unite, I mean, I would probably, it's a tough call, but I would probably have to go with Nameless. He was really playing some solid Call of Duty. There was one more player, I don't remember, who actually went pretty big there kill-wise, but I think it was Slacked, if I'm correct. Slacked did pretty well, but I'm hoping that Fizzerp steps it up here. Fizzerp and Saints, I'm looking for them to become big factors in this game.
Fizzerp doing all kinds of work inside the hard point, just jumped right in with his Scorpion, picked up the double, now is able to pick up the 200-point bonus, working towards his Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Of course, on this map, you're going to see a lot more score streaks earned than you will on some of the others. And let's see what Fizzerp can do as he's working towards them. Now 1 kill away. He just cleared out 2 big players from the anchor positions, getting the assist down low is 25 points short, and he's going to die. No score streaks at the start for Fizzerp. It looks like Saints is going to hold down his position in the ring, though, and all the time at the start. Have to give credit to Unite Gaming. They're up about 25 seconds. Nameless is holding on to these new spawns. They should be able to pick off any challengers from poolside as well as the top. All they have to worry about now is the middle of the map.
Yeah, and this is pretty good here. The middle of the map will be held down by Fizzerp from that front door. You can see that his Scorpion is just on point right now. He is getting so many kills, so many great plays, and Saints picking up a 2-piece of his own as well.
Saints and Fizzerp working pretty darn well together in the kitchen. However, look at that mini-map. You'll see the flood came poolside. Nameless couldn't hold him off. Gunjar rotating behind his opponents as it's going to be Fizzerp picking up his Hellstorm. Let's go back to him. I want to see what he got. All of them. So Fizzerp choked a little bit on that first one. Couldn't get all of his score streaks, but now he has them. But now it's a race to the back garage. Fizzerp taking his time, cutting through the middle. Sharp is going to beat him to the punch, and now Fizzerp is going to be called out after that kill. Just as I say that, Sharp is cleaned up. All 4 members from Unite will be the first into the garage. 2 different trophy systems there to protect, and there's one on top of the map as well for good measure.
That's a great placement of the trophy system. You know why? Because if a Hellstorm decides to come down right through that doorway, if there was one, which none of them have, that trophy system is going to stop at least a couple of pellets, or if they just go for the straight missile. So pretty cool stuff there, I must say.
All right, Fizzerp deciding pull out his sentry gun for the moment, realizes it's taken care of. More trophies up top. Yep, nice toss.
Love that.
And he's going to be set up behind these Lambos. No grenades coming in here to threaten him either. Too many trophy systems. If you're VVV, is there a way to break this setup, or do you just need to start rotating towards the basketball court?
I mean, the best that you could possibly do is just contest, but you can actually see it on the minimap there that the players are like, well, we're not winning that one. So you can see Sharp, in theory, actually doubling back over to the basketball court along with Gunjar. And I think Realize is going to be that player to kind of stop anyone making a transition in the middle.
Ooh, only gets one. He is cut down. The player farthest pushed up is going to be Slacked from Unite Gaming. Let's see what he can do. Nothing is the answer. And I want to see, who do you want to watch from VVV? Who's going to be the key defender here?
You know what? Probably going to have to go with Gunjar here, because Gunjar is the one that has to kind of stay alive in this middle area and give his teammates that spawn. He can't die here as he gets his way right back into the hill, and he is going to work with his teammate there to try and gain control.
You saw him jump out of the hill, is going to earn the 200-point bonus, survives that Hellstorm as well. Can he get the kill on Nameless?
Oh.
It looked good to me, but the shots couldn't connect at the end. Sharp now on your screen from VVV is going to find 2 players in the back, one of them being Fizzerp. He goes down as well for Unite. Let's stay on board with Fizzerp through the respawn, though, as his sentry gun starting to pick up kills for him. He dropped it down over at the apartment, and it's just as I say that, it looks like it's going to be taken down by Realize. So
yeah, that wasn't a nuisance sentry right there.
Fizzerp, he's going to be roaming around the middle of the map trying to maintain control of the art, but the next hill is moving to the middle in about 5 seconds. It's going to be 1 player on basketball. Saints is going to get a nice spawn on ring. They're going to be able to challenge from all directions on VVV here every second of the way. And here we go. Saints the first one, and just like that, Unite back on top with hill control.
VVV just cannot seem to get any kind of ground whatsoever. I mean, they're down 100 points on this game, but there's still a lot of time. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left, so they have a lot to work with, but they have not shown me that they can get into the hill and hold it effectively.
I thought Saints was dead, man. He got flashed. I come back to him. He's still alive, still getting kills, earns himself a Hellstorm. Does he call it in? I would. He's got an opportunity to pick up 3. Of course, we'll have to cut it down underneath the tree. The tree blocks any incoming projectiles from directly above. Doesn't work out for him, but Slacked is able to break in. And we got Fizzerp watching Kitchen. They start to rotate for the next hardpoint. Everything Unite is doing when it comes to hardpoint seems to be perfect.
Yeah, you know, you're right about that, Puckett. And in looking at this, VVV just, they don't have an answer. And it's scary, too, because hardpoint is one of the primary game types of Call of Duty. In every game, there's always that one primary game type that everyone practices. Modern Warfare 3 with CTF. This time around, it's hardpoint. Everyone practices hardpoint. And really, it's just kind of alarming here that they are not on par with where Unite is, especially on Raid.
It is Unite's connection. We should remind you of that. And speaking of, let's pull up our little connection bars. You can see that only Slacked is playing with the 3-bar. 3 members from VVV bouncing back and forth between green and yellow. The other 3 members on Unite all playing full 4 bars.
Yeah. So that could also be a factor too, you know.
It's online play. We should always point that out. I don't like seeing on Twitter, oh, this team got blown out, blah, blah, blah. You got to think of it all big picture. But so far, regardless of the connection, the setups have been very strong from Unite. I love how they're working together. They're using their score streaks phenomenally well. And honestly, that was one of the best garage lockdowns I've ever seen on Raid.
Yeah, it was set up wonderfully there. Fizzerp had a very heads-up play with those trophy systems, and also his positioning of that sentry was phenomenal. But in looking at this, VVV, every time they go in for a setup, it just seems like Unite moves in there and has their way with them.
Slack still has his score streaks, playing very cautiously for his next one, jumping around. You see an umbrella in his way. Meanwhile, let's go to someone in the action. Saints is trying to break in. Fizzerp spawns way too far away, but Nameless is distracting out back. Slack is going to push in from the back now as his teammates were calling all kinds of attention towards the front. He does get full streaks. Let's see when those come into play. At the meantime, though, it's going to be Saints once again winning his kills, is able to break into the hard point, and he's going to be on a 3-kill spree of his own. This one all but over, GB.
Yeah, this is pretty much GG at this point. Granted, it was a good attempt there by VVV. Hopefully they can come at them stronger on the search and destroy, but I mean, what's our next game type? It's actually going to be Express Search and Destroy, so that will be a unique one to check out. But
wow.
Unite, they just crushed them. And yeah, you know, you got to take into consideration the connection and things of that nature, but still the positioning by Unite was really, really the standout performance in this entire game.
Nameless and that foul in the final kill cam. Such solid shots there as he hits the headshot. 35 and 16 with 23 defense. Saints is back, ladies and gents, and it's not even his host. 18 and 25 was the best score from Theory. All of the players on VVV really struggling in that one. We're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, connection matters less. It's all about the placement, the positioning, and the thoughts. Express S&D is going to be game type number 8.